Time-wise, I gotta move it along, but I am interested in what 5G use cases you're targeting and most excited about, because that's where this the coverage, the speeds and feeds are all great. I didn't see every hand go up when people were giving 5G an A or a B or whatever letter grade. So I think it's interesting to look forward to what can we do with this.
Yeah, maybe we could do this, Phil. I'll give you kind of, what we're doing in the early running here on, with our 5G network, and then we can come back to maybe, some of the more, exciting use cases to come. But for us, and I think, again, this is a somewhat, competitive set of, comments, but as T-Mobile, one of the most exciting things that's coming with 5G that we don't talk that much about is the capacity that we can generate with this network. And just to give you kind of the rough order math, and we spend a lot of time talking to the regulators during the deal advocacy period on this. If you compare what T-Mobile as a standalone company could do by 2025 in terms of the size and scale of this network and its capacity, and you can compare that to what the new T-Mobile now, the combined T-Mobile and Sprint, can deliver, that's a 14x, 1.4 times. So it's not 2 or 3 times greater, it's 14x. And so that's an incredible multiple. We've never seen that type of capacity leap in any of the 2G, 3G, 4G, transitions. And so 4G to 5G brings massive capacity and capability on the back of that breadth and depth of spectrum that I was talking about. So what does that mean for us? So first, 5G use case, and this may not feel like a 5G use case, Phil, but I mean, we're aggressively attacking the home broadband market with, with a wireless solution set. And we're in a position to now do that because of the capacity that's delivered by this 5G network. We could do that very marginally from an LTE perspective, but in a 5G world, we have the capacity to offer tremendous home broadband service, especially in areas where there's very little choice, poor competition, and poor service. And the broadband market, as we know, home broadband market in the US is far from monolithic. So that's one key area of focus for us. And we've said very, very openly, our targets are to address millions of homes, 8 to 9 million homes that we can serve with a broadband product here in the States. So that work has started, and we're really excited about what we see there. Second leg of the stool for us on this is we are going to take 5G into small town and rural America. And that may sound, you talk to folks in, many of the rural parts of the US, and they'll tell you, I wish I could have, 3G or 4G service, let alone 5G service. But that breadth of spectrum that we're bringing is going to allow us to go and compete in market areas where we are very underpenetrated today. Our history as both T-Mobile and Sprint was a metro-based business, more so than, small town and rural. So that's a huge opportunity for us in areas to bring 5G service, performance, capability, and competition, when our competition in terms of AT&T and Verizon have been very silent about their rural, small town 5G ambitions. If you ask them about those plans, they're multiple years away. So that's another key opportunity. Third leg of the stool on the traditional growth cases is our business segment. And we've been, again, underpenetrated historically. And so here we are now with this great opportunity to go and attack the business segment. We have been for several years, but now we're making great progress. And why? Because those businesses, they want to future-proof their buying decisions. And the one thing that comes out of every CIO's mouth now is, what about 5G? Where are you guys on 5G? Are you ready? How's the network? What's your story on 5G? And so, of course, that leadership position that T-Mobile has is creating a lot of interest in the business segment. So when you look at those 3 areas, probably not the answer you expected, but home broadband, rural expansion, and the business segment, they're huge growth opportunities for T-Mobile with and directly because of the 5G network that we can now deliver.
Okay.